most with anger is the laundry room. You see people's true colors down in that laundry room. I mean, I've been down there like someone's like, someone move my clothes, someone move my clothes. Oh, she knew I was coming down in like 3 minutes. Oh, and then like the Lord secretly sends down his angels to like fold someone's clothes. And it like brightens your day, and you're like, the Lord loves you. And speaking of laundry, I'm actually campaigning for a better America because there's this general rift between detergent and fabric softener companies. See, the thing is that I just want the same scent. I don't want to smell two-tone, but no matter where you go, it's always like one scent and then 2 scent. And then that's why perfume companies jump on and be like, we can make you smell as one. I don't want to smell fruity, I just want to smell clean. Another campaign is actually to bring all public bathrooms to handicap size because you all know that if the handicap bathroom's open, you're going in there. I don't want to pee in public. But until then, I guess I'll just suffer for the Lord. A little like we do here on the Elam campus, yeah? I mean, like, I have to climb 2 flights of stairs to get to my room, and I have to trek it to class. And this one's serious, though. At night, when it's really cold, I hover over my computer for warmth. But on that note, on Elam things, do you ever stop to think about like what outsiders would think? Like if someone just like dropped by on campus and they came in and they saw all the weird things we're doing. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but I've seen it probably twice. A wet floor sign on the carpet here. I mean, that's just weird. But I really do like it when Christians try to be normal. It makes me laugh. You're not supposed to be normal. Duh. But theology talks here on campus are like the clothing style changes in the real world. And like out there, I mean, next one minute we're dropping words like pre, mid, and post trib. You know, we got the abbreviations down, and then next it's like, was the wine Jesus drank really like the wine we drink today? And does that validate my drinking? I mean, I don't drink, but just saying. Or like, you know, if you listen to secular music, or like, did Paul really write Hebrews? I mean, come on! Seriously! And Jesus didn't cry as he was a baby. It wasn't a silent night. Nuh-uh. He was a regular baby. The last one. Should you homeschool your kid? Wait a second. Wait. That's not theology, but it might as well should be, right? No, really. I think more Christians today should join the CIA. I like to call them sneaky Christians. They have their little like secret attack meetings, you know. And my favorite is those ladies or men with a strategic tract placement. And walking down and I see it like on the corner of something. They're like, I see someone's gonna see this, and then they're gonna pick it up, and then they're gonna know the Lord. And I'm like, yeah, you just didn't put a sign, Jesus was here. But my favorite is actually one, I mean, I should join too because I hear someone sneeze. I'm walking by in the grocery store, someone sneezes, and I'm like, God bless you. But secretly, what they don't really know is that I really ask God to bless them. I'm gonna switch gears real quick. Do you ever meet those people that they go to tell you something and they're like this? Yeah, well, I'm one of those people. There are some things that like kids never learn, and like I never learned to whisper. Like it is in my DNA that I can't. Growing up, I mean, it's not that I want to show